So, hello everyone, and welcome to episode 106 of Impact Makers. Happens to be 106, happens to be Happy New Year 2026, Dustin. So, Happy New Year.
Yep. Happy New Year, everyone.
Yeah. So, I wanted us to talk today about, we're not big on New Year's resolutions or anything like that, but we do know that CPA firms are starting to ramp up into their busy time. It's like getting the last little bits of, readiness, having meetings, how are we tackling our busy season? The audit teams are probably all, full speed ahead already, tax, slow, but, client advisory services and 1099s, all that, everything's going, going, right? And, we'd be remiss if we didn't ask everybody to, find a focus, instead of a resolution, let's find a focus. And so we were saying to each other, why can't that focus be, focus on advisory conversations with your clients? So Dustin, why don't you put a finer point on that, put a little bit more clarity on what we mean beyond, on, setting that focus.
Yeah. So, we've been talking a lot about advisory over the years on this.
Mm-hmm.
Our advisory training programs, that's one of our fastest growing segments of our business right now at all levels of a firm. Because that is a big part of the future as the compliance work continues to get further automated. And we leverage technology better, it frees up time, and that's truly where the differentiator is. We've talked about that dozens of times. We're not going to get into that today. We are going to take the angle though of over the next quarter, over the next 3 to 4 months, if you have a focus area, focus on not just how fast can I deliver this compliance deliverable, but identify ways that you can add a client conversation, add a client meeting. Have them come to your office, go to their office, meet for coffee, whatever it might be. That human to human connection is still so important. So while you may have optimized your digital client experience and how you get deliverables to your clients, great. That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Don't lose sight of the fact that human to human connection and you as the advisor providing contextualization, analysis, planning to the client, that's truly where the value is at. So as we were talking this morning and getting ready to hit record on this, that we just wanted to have a focus area for 2026, and we see that as a really good one. We've got another one we're going to talk about next week, but this is the one to start us off with.
Yeah, and really with that focus, it's at all levels, right? And so,
Sure.
what we mean by that is, if you're, going to set up a conversation, what are you doing? And as you're finishing up that client's compliance deliverable, what are you doing as a staff, as a manager, as a partner? What are you doing to help with that discussion? It doesn't just reside in one area of the firm. It's not just a top down thing or just a partner thing. It's all levels having that focus on advisory, right?
Yeah, advisory is not just for partners. It should be all levels. And if you are a partner and you're setting up these meetings, hey, bring a staff along, bring a senior along.
Yeah.
They've got to start seeing how you engage in those conversations.
Yeah. So there you have it. Q1 2026, focus on advisory. Find a way.